Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here at the Enon Cemetery in Woodstock, Georgia.
Yes.
And we're here today to pay respects and discuss all the tragedy involved with Laken Riley and all the stuff that happened in that situation. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about her life. We're going to celebrate her life. We're going to walk around. We're going to go to the park where it happened. But what we're not going to do is like try to find the spot where it happened, because I'm not about that. But we're going to talk about the incident at the park. We'll walk around here. We'll talk about her life. And then at the end of it, we'll go pay our respects at the grave and do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just been a big topic of discussion right now. So we thought we would come pay our respects and kind of share with all of you about her life, because there's been some monumental stuff that's happened since her passing.
Yeah, with the act and everything else, which we'll talk about once we get into it. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, doing all those things. And if this isn't your first time here, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Shouts out to the members. Can't thank you guys enough. And I think with all that out of the way, you ready to get into the video?
Let's go.
Let's do it. So born on January the 10th of 2002, Laken graduated from River Ridge High School right here in Woodstock, Georgia, where she was a member of the cross country team. So an article from CNN describes her as wanting to have a faithful Christian life. And then the article, it talks about her commemorating a mission trip to Honduras by posting pictures of children and writing, "This past week, God used me in ways I couldn't even imagine." She was smart, hardworking, kind, thoughtful, and most importantly, she was a child of God. Riley's mother, Allison, said in court, she had a personal relationship with Jesus, and she loved being his hands and feet in this world. And she chose her path at an early age, pursuing nursing to help care for others. She was a student at Augusta University College of Nursing, where she had just made the dean's list before her passing in February. So we're here at the park where the incident occurred. So on February the 22nd of 2024, Riley went for a morning run, and at 8:55, she texted her mother, "Good morning, about to go for a run, if you're free to talk." At 9:03, she called her mother like any other normal day, and then it shows she started listening to music. She was captured on a trail camera at 9:05 a.m. running with her iPhone in her left hand toward the intramural fields, which are that way. And then she runs out of view of the camera at 9:06 a.m. At 9:11 a.m., she called 911. Witnesses previously testified that Riley initiated the call through the SOS application of her phone. The dispatcher was not able to speak with anyone before the call was hung up, and called back twice with no answer. So at 9:24, Riley received a call from her mother, and at 9:38, her mother texted, "Call me when you can." So at 11:47, her mother texted, "Please call me, I'm worried sick about you." And trail camera footage from later that morning shown in court captured Riley's roommates, Lily and Sophia, on the trail searching for her. 12:05, with all the searching to no avail, the roommates reported her missing, and a University of Georgia police officer sadly found her body 65 feet off the trail at 12:38 p.m. Data from the Garmin watch she was wearing on her run showed that her heart stopped beating at 9:28 a.m. She had sustained significant blunt force trauma to her head, including 8 injuries on the left side of her skull and an injury just above her right temple. And the cause of death was determined to be combined effects of blunt force trauma and asphyxia. So who was the perpetrator arrested for this crime? None other than a 26-year-old Jose Antonio Ibarra, a Venezuelan man who had entered the United States illegally back in September of 2022. The UGA police stated that he lived in an apartment complex about a mile from the wooded area where her body was found. In October of 2023, Jose and his brother, who was reported by authorities to be members of a Venezuelan gang who temporarily worked at UGA were arrested by Athens police on theft and were released after reportedly possessing stolen merchandise from a local Walmart. After Riley's death, Jose was questioned by police after a jacket with Riley's hair was found in a dumpster near his apartment. His roommate identified him as the man throwing away the jacket from surveillance footage of the dumpster. So police questioned him and just so happened to notice his red knuckles and scratches on his arms. So, you know, not a lot to argue there. He was arrested and charged with murder. On May the 8th of 2024, a grand jury in Clark County indicted him with 10 charges, 3 of which are felony murder. He pleaded not guilty on all charges, and he waived his right to a jury trial and opted for a bench trial, which began November 15th of 2024. Prosecutors presented evidence that included his DNA under her fingernails and his fingerprints on her phone screen. And his defense said the evidence was against him was circumstantial. They're gonna try what they can, right? So on November the 20th of 2024, justice was served as he was found guilty of all charges and sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So it goes back, normally when we do these, I like to interject real quick and say, how do you feel about that? Life without parole, murder, like that's a very slippery slope, right? Like I would imagine some people may pursue the death penalty. Like, what do you feel like in that situation? How would you feel? Do you feel justice is served, or should they have went further? Put that in the comments, I'd like to know. Riley's funeral was held March 1st of 2024 at the Woodstock City Church, and she is interred here. And from what I can tell, this is a brand new piece. Like on Find a Grave, the last picture, this is not here. So trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. See how the grave? Laken Riley. We shouldn't be here, but here we are, right? Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. This one was, I don't know, I try not to get too far into this, but I just felt like this was one that I needed to do, or I felt like I wanted to do, because the way everything happened, and it's just been, man, it sucks to see something like this, and my heart goes out to the family.
It felt very impactful, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to come out and just kind of experience what her life was, because she was just an everyday girl doing something she loved. So,
but she's still putting the work in.
Yeah,
she's not even with us, and she's still putting the work in.
And that was what her heart's desire was, to help others. I mean, she was going to school to be a nurse, and now she's helping others. It wasn't the plan she had, you know, intended, but she's still getting to complete that.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again to the members. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know, be safe out there, man. The world's crazy. Just
safe.
Keep the faith. That's all I want you to do.
Yes, and Laken's middle name was Hope, so always have that hope too. You never know what you'll find on the back roads. I hope we see you in better circumstances.
See you guys next time.